Welcome to the introductory episode of Shoujo Sundae. I guess a good way to get it rolling would be, let's dig in.
Yes. Watashi no kokoro ga Ana modo baby I make you more than happy Kedo yukuri shiyone Brain freeze go chewy Dekiru kana handle me Takasugi calorie Sugar ijo amai Feeling with you next to me baby Okawari ne shiagare.
So Shoujo Sundae is a podcast by shoujo fans for shoujo fans. We want to create a space for fellow shoujo fans to kick their week off with a conversation about shows within the genre. Because I don't know about you, but I don't really have anyone to talk to about shoujo anime at length with in real life. And I'm hoping this podcast will not only give that opportunity to me and to you, but to everyone who's listening as well. So we can gush over all of our favorite moments and rant about all of our least favorite moments. To introduce myself, my name is Giana. I've been watching anime since 2012. Of course, growing up, I would catch whatever was on the TV when I got home from school. So like Sailor Moon or Cardcaptor Sakura, Pokemon, stuff like that. Weirdly enough, Death Note is what reeled me in when I watched that in college. Someone was like, you gotta watch this. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna give that anime thing a try. So I watched Death Note and then like immediately veered off into things like Fruits Basket and Ouran High School Host Club Special A and everything like that. Which brings us here to today. I'm very excited to have an excuse to watch anime regularly again. I'm very excited. How about you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Chika Supreme on socials, and I am also a shoujo anime fan in general. And I am so glad to be co-hosting this podcast with Giana. I have been a fan of anime for many, many years. I think before I knew what it was, I was into Sailor Moon, and I had older sisters that would record the episodes on VHS for me. So when I came back from elementary school, I would watch it. I also watched some of Dragon Ball Z, but to be honest, I was just wanted to understand why everyone was yelling because that wasn't really my speed, but everybody was just yelling all of the time. And I was just like, this is not for me. Where's the love and the romance? And so the anime that heavily pulled me in was Inuyasha. And that was another sister. So I guess shout out to my older sisters. One of them was just like, oh, Sailor Moon, and the other one was Inuyasha. So she got me into that. And then I was hooked for real, especially with that messy relationship dynamic. Like, wow, Kikyo, Inuyasha, Kagome, there was a lot going on with that. I couldn't tell you what year that was. I think it's early 2000s and stuff. But ever since then, I've just been into anime. I've been watching it. I have a pretty extensive shoujo manga collection that would include Fruits Basket. So I've got all of the volumes from Tokyo Pop before it went bust and came back. I have also, you'll find out in this podcast, a lot of the shows that we are going to watch, some of them I read illegally. Now, I do recommend that. Guys, so many things are licensed now. Y'all are lucky, okay? I was struggling years before, Special A, before they were licensed. I was reading it on scanlation sites. You don't need to do that now. Y'all have a plethora of stuff available to you, but there's so much, I think, especially within shoujo anime, there's so much to offer and to be able to see and learn from. So I'm glad I can also talk about it with you guys.
I love that we were both, as we were younger, coming home from school and just looking for Sailor Moon. I needed Tuxedo Mask in my life coming home from school.
Yes, I just wanted a man a partner to send me, throw flowers at me.
Yes.
To acknowledge my struggle, whatever struggles I was having in the playground. But still, I thought it was so cute. And I was like, okay, this is really my thing, I'm glad that it's a show that we can bond over. Maybe one of these days we'll end up reviewing it as well, but we'll see.
So, we're going to be kicking off Shoujo Sundae by reviewing Maid-sama, And I'm very excited about that because I don't think I've watched it in almost 10 years.
Yes, Maid Sama. I just have such fond memories. Like, I resonate so much with Misaki's, like, all of the work that she did for her family, like, that really got to me. And I love that we're starting off with that. And then also just seeing this hardworking girl, like, essentially get whisked off her feet. I thought it's a really good story.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't wait because I'm sure that everything I've forgotten about the show is just going to rush back to me once I start watching it. Like, all I remember is her being like you said, just so hardworking, and just the dichotomy between like her school life and her work life was just such an interesting balance, and I'm really looking forward to diving back into that universe.
I feel like even the supporting characters, like, I have a soft spot for all of the people that are in Maid Sama, so it's going to be so much fun.
And I'm so excited to be able to dive back into anime head first and get to make time for it because, you know, we're all adults here. We have busy lives, and it'll be nice to literally pencil in some story time.
Yeah, and I just think not only are we penciling it in, but we're also sort of defining it as well. In the way, you know, or at least before, like, growing up, you could really only watch the shows that were like on the TV. Now we're catering it towards our taste, and I guess also really championing all shoujo content, because it is, I mean, it can be cute and fun and romantic, but it's also something that should be taken seriously.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I love a romance story. Like, that's my favorite. But when there's like deep character development and deep conflicts, I strongly connect to that too. As fun as all the cherry blossoms are, I really love seeing characters face and conquer adversity.
Yeah, and I think we'll be able to see how they're able to conquer their personal journey, but then also reflect like how, I guess, certain scenarios or certain things that happened with these characters, how it might have happened with us, or how we were able to overcome certain things as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be fun.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to the introductory episode of Shoujo Sundae. We will see you next time with our very first episode.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.